Happy Thursday and welcome into the PHNX Sun Devils show, coming to you live from Studio K, presented by Circle K. Join Inner Circle for free by downloading that Circle K app today. Terms and conditions apply at participating locations. Visit CircleK.com for details. Happy Thursday, everybody. This show looks a little different today. A little different today. I'm Anthony Totri, joined as always by Erik Ruby. We've got DJ Coop behind the Mac. He is making all of the magic happen. And then we got QB1 in studio. QB1, Sam Leavitt, Arizona State's starting quarterback. Sam, we appreciate you hopping in studio today, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all having me.
Obviously, a giant matchup this week with Mississippi State. I know there's a lot of talk amongst fans and really the coaching staff about doing something that this program has never done, going out there, getting a win over an SEC program. For you, what has just been the preparation this week versus that first game? Obviously, you getting your first career start at the college level.
Yeah, it's the same process. Every single week, it's, day in and day out, not focusing on Saturday and just, doing what you need to do in the moment, whether that's protection checks and, getting with receivers and watching over the film. Big thing for me is getting with Coach Arroyo and just going over all the plays, what I like and don't like, so that, when it gets game time and it's at 3rd and 7 that you need to convert, you know exactly what he's going to go to, and you feel comfortable with it.
Yeah. You never want to dwell on just one win, especially in a long season, but that was such a massive moment, not just for the program, but also for you. What was it like to actually get out there to play football and then to be successful, to make plays and kind of have this manifestation of I'm going to do this turn into I just did this?
Yeah, you got to take a moment and just, really recognize what you just did, which is super exciting, but, you can't focus on that. You get 24 hours. Then you got to bounce back. Sunday you go back to work and everything like that. So, you get a little bit of time to just be happy with the win and congratulate the team and be happy about yourself and all the work that you put in. But, at the end of the day, that's game one. You got a long season and, we got some big games going forward. So just, next step forward and always getting better.
What was it like being able to see everything kind of come together, right? It's such a long process for you. It obviously started when you transferred here, entered the portal, but you got the winter workouts, the summer workouts, spring ball, all of fall camp, and then to be able to go out there and really see it translate, not just with you, but with guys like Jordan Tyson, Melquan Stovall, Troy, the guys in the backfield. Just what was that like for you to finally just be like, we did it?
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say that we did it, but putting it together in game one, it was really good to be able to see all the work we put in since, wintertime and spring, and understand that every single film session, every single routes on air, every single protection check that we've done, every single time that, I go out and hang out with my guys and build those relationships all, put together to be able to, make the best team that we can possibly make. And there's always going to be room for improvement. But the jumps that we made from spring ball and just walkthroughs and all that has been, exponential. And I just can't wait to see where we go from now.
Yeah. There's been a lot of moving parts with this program over the last couple of years, and especially since last season to now. A lot of new players, a lot of new faces. And sometimes it's hard to get everybody on the same page. And it was so refreshing to see right off the bat in game one, while you guys aren't perfect, it seemed like you guys were all on the same page. What is it about this specific group of guys, from coaches to players to all the staff around it, that meshes so well so quickly?
Yeah, well, Coach Dillingham does a great job recruiting players who want to be a part of this team and, want to do something with each other and win. So, that's the first part, is you got to find people who really want it, not only for themselves, but for the team. And then you get a coaching staff and a culture where everybody buys in. And, that's just that's a testament to our coaching staff. And, everything that Coach Dillingham has preached since day one that I've gotten here, even on my visit, he's the same dude every single day, and how every single person buys in, Coach Arroyo, and they all preach the same things. The staff isn't butting heads or saying different messages and all that. Everybody's on the same wavelength, and that transitions to the players and the teammates, and that ultimately leads to the most success.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a couple more questions before we get you out of here. Obviously, Sam is going to be on Headspace this week with the one, the only Cole Martin, so definitely be sure to tune in to that. Sam, you bring up Kenny Dillingham. Obviously, Marcus Arroyo plays a giant part in this offense as well. Let's be real. Kenny Dillingham might be the biggest football sicko that I've ever been around, right? This guy, you can ask him, immediately ask him just like a question about an opposing defense, and this guy will spend 2-3 minutes just breaking down the defensive scheme. And then obviously Marcus Arroyo, very, very similar. Just what are those meetings like to be a part of, two just ridiculous offensive minds?
I mean, it's pretty special, just that's the whole reason I came here in the first place. When I came on my visit, sat down with them, talked over film and scheme, and, it's like nothing I've ever been a part of before. So, every single time you go into film room or even on the field, you have a question, they're able to answer it immediately and, explain why things are the way that they are. Because, for me, that's a big thing is I need to know why things are the way they are, why they are what they are. Because once you get on the field, you got to understand how the whole defense works together in strings and everything like that. So, I mean, just being around them and 24/7, not only as people, but, as a staff and how they treat every single person in the whole building is pretty special. And, just in terms of football IQ and like that, they're top of the top.
Yeah.
Last one from me. Obviously, you've mentioned it's just 1 week, and I'm sure that the coaches have reminded you of that and have showed you, a successful week 1, but you can get better. From what you've seen from your film and how you played in week 1, what can you do better in week 2 and beyond?
From week 1, I mean, a couple throws I wish I would have made while being under pressure. So, I haven't been hit yet. So
yeah, can you slide, please? I'm watching the game. I'm like, dude, just slide. I get it. You're fighting for the extra yard. Just slide, man.
I'll be falling forward, but I'm gonna definitely start sliding now. Sorry, what was I saying before?
Just basically a couple throws you wish that you made under a little bit of pressure.
Yeah, I mean, that's just gonna come with game experience. Obviously, can't get hit in practice, so just being able to deliver a ball with someone, trying to come hit me. And then other than that, I didn't really get put in situations last game where, I felt like I really did. There was much more I could do, but this week's a whole different week, and it's just playing every single play and, just getting the ball to my playmakers and making the smart play and taking care of the ball. So I'm just going to come into this week and, focus on everything that I can do now. So I don't know if I'd say there's one thing.
Sure, that was great.
Week.
Yeah.
So. We obviously got a lot of ASU fans in here watching live, going to listen back to this podcast as well. Before we get you out of here, just a message to them ahead of a big week 2 game back at home.
A message to them. We need everybody to pop out and, just get the whole stadium rocking and rolling because, we can have a really electric atmosphere and, that's gonna translate to the game and how we play and how much it affects the other team because, there's really a home field advantage that we can create. So the more we can do that is the more effect that the fans can have on our team and the more success that we can all have.
Absolutely, man. Sam Leavitt, Arizona State's starting quarterback. Best of luck, and thanks for coming in today.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by, man.
All right, Cole, we'll give you your guest back.
Okay, yeah, Cole Martin is back there. Headspace today, 4 o'clock. That's going to be live on this channel, guys. You definitely want to make sure that you check that out because Cole Martin is electric. As you can see, Sam's electric. I will say I do have some beef with Sam, though.
You have some beef with Sam?
I have some beef. He's so tan. He made me look like so much whiter than I already am, and I already look so pale.
That's tough.
So I got a little beef with QB1. Dude, that was great.
Yeah,
that was great. You never know what's going to
awesome.
happen on a day.
It's PHNX, baby.
That's PHNX.
Stuff happens. Sam was in here. I see. We've got people out there watching the Diamondbacks game. Cole Martin's just walking through the studio. Derek's on a scooter. He's going to the gym. Like it's strange. It's strange.
Short
but
bus
it
in the
is
chat saying
awesome.
He missed it. Just rewind it. We'll be here for you.
We'll
be here for you.
That was a lot of fun. Do us a solid. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Drop a 5-star review wherever you get your podcast. Obviously, we still have a lot to talk about in respect to Arizona State's Week 2 matchup against Mississippi State. But we are going to take a quick break just to tell you a little bit about our friends over at Gila River Resorts and Casinos. Guys, at Gila River Resorts and Casinos, nobody does it better. I was telling you guys just the other day that we had our live in-person fantasy football draft there. It was an absolute party from start to finish. Gila River Resorts and Casinos. Doesn't matter which one of their locations, they are throwing a party there at all times. And it's a party where you guys can make some money. Go all in with over 4,500 slots and live table games, or catch all the action at any of their amazing sports books. Also, be on the lookout. We're going to be hosting some events there, including some cards and Suns watch parties and more. So definitely stay tuned for info on you guys being able to come hang out with the PHNX crew over at Gila River Resorts Casinos. You do you at Gila River Resorts Casinos. Visit playatgila.com for more details.
Listen, we had to rock the Shady Rays with QB1 on, man. Future so bright, didn't want to hurt our own eyes. Listen, there's nothing better than a nice, good pair of sunglasses, especially when you live out here in the great state 48. Listen, if you don't want to take my word for it, which I get it, maybe you don't like me, it's fine. What about 300,000 people? Because 300,000 people rated this independent sunglasses company 5 stars. Their shades have durable frames, crystal clear optics. They are the perfect choice for all outdoor adventures or indoor adventures if you host a podcast and there's a giant light 2 feet away from your face.
I mean, 3 lights.
I posted
one giant light.
I posted a video the other day, just like, let's get it. Hey, we're in the studio. Put it on Twitter, and somebody commented, I always wondered why you wear sunglasses indoors. And then they saw the massive light that's right
light,
there.
Man.
That's where Shady Rays come in handy for me because I do my running, I do my outdoor stuff at night during the summer. So I don't need to wear the sunglasses, but when I'm driving around, I got to rock them. And if you want a nice discount, you can get that because Shady Rays is giving out their best deal of the season. Head to shadyrays.com, use code PHNX for 35% off polarized sunglasses. Try for yourself. The shades rated 5 stars by over 300,000 people. And yes, I am one of those 300,000 people.
Things you love to see, right? Things you love to see. PHNX Sports, obviously in the chat. Headspace today at 4 p.m. Be there. It is going to be an absolute blast. But Erik, you ready?
Dude, I was already ready. I was pumped. Today was going to be a great show.
Ready.
And again, if you're jumping in right now and you're saying, where's QB1? He was on for about 10 minutes at the beginning of the show. So make sure you check that out. But we got a lot more to get into. Let's do it.
We do. Let's go ahead. Get into Fact or Cap, brought to you by Branded Bills.
I'm rocking my Branded Bills right now.
Elevate your brand with Branded Bills, the perfect headwear and apparel. Use that code PHNX for 20% off your first order.
You know what I noticed? You want to know who else was wearing a Branded Bills?
QB1.
QB1 was wearing Branded Bills.
Wearing Branded Bills.
That's how you know.
It's quality stuff. I wore my hat yesterday.
Yesterday, got a lot of compliments on it. I wore mine. It's not the same as QB1, but I'm here.
Nobody is.
Nobody is. That's true.
Let's keep it real. But Fact or Cap, Erik, the SEC size will play a major factor in Saturday's game.
Sure, I think this is a pretty significant fact.
We're saying fact.
I'm saying fact.
So size matters.
Because yes, size. You heard it here first. You heard it here first from Erik Ruby.
It's just strictly the size, right?
On the PHNX Sun Devils show, size does indeed matter. Okay, listen. I'm not saying that it means Mississippi State's going to win the game by any means, but it's football. It matters.
Wait, it's football?
It's football. like being massive, being a huge human being matters. There's a reason why people like you and me are talking about the sport, and people who are 6'5", 380 are playing it.
Yeah, I just don't want to beat up on them.
Right. You don't want to run underneath their legs and get a first down. No, listen, it's a factor. It's not a game-changing difference. It's not something that ASU can't overcome, and it's not something that ASU doesn't have in their own right as well. But it will be a factor.
I'm going to say cap. I don't think the SEC size is going to be a, quote, major factor. I think it could play a role, but I think at the end of the day, the size thing is something that after a little bit you get accustomed to, right? By the second half, Arizona State is going to already be in somewhat of a rhythm in terms of what they're going up against, at least in my estimation. So I think maybe early on you could see it affect the trenches just a little bit, but I don't think overall it's going to be a major factor. Again, watching the tape against Eastern Kentucky, this is a team in Eastern Kentucky that doesn't have the SEC size, but there were times where they handled the Mississippi State defensive line, and on the opposite side, they handled the Mississippi State offensive line. I know what the final score was. Again, I watched the game, but at the end of the day, I don't think Mississippi State, when we're talking SEC size, it's not Georgia. No. It's not LSU. It's not Bama. It's not Texas. It's not some of these schools that are just absolute behemoths. There's a couple of guys that are big, yes. Do they use it to their, advantage every single play? No, absolutely not.
Okay, so let's define some things here then, because when you say a major factor, does that mean that if I'm saying fact that I think that that's going to win Mississippi State?
No, not necessarily win or loss, but it's going to be a big part of the game.
I think it'll be okay. So if it's just a part of the game, I say cap then, right?
Yeah, but if you think it's gonna be a major factor,
see, I'm not at the point where I'm like, oh, it's just a thing and it doesn't matter at all. But I'm not at the point where I'm like,
size matters.
Yes, it does. We've said it,
but it's not everything.
No, it's not. I mean,
if you don't know how to use the size, then it's nothing.
William in the chat says it's not about the size of the dog because this team got that dog in there.
There you go.
I mean, listen. You know what's so funny is we talked, and this is not completely.
But the heart of the dog.
Yeah, but one more time. Big dog got eat.
Go eat.
Kyle's turning down your audio levels as we speak. He's like, this is enough of that. We talked about Miles Rouser all offseason.
Yeah,
and we talked about, we both did, first of all, but
okay.
I did. First of all, dude's nickname's Ghost. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Ghost.
Yeah, that's a great
Chat.
nickname.
Come on.
Great nickname.
Ghost. About this big hitting, powerful defensive like presence.
Yeah.
But if you don't really know about Miles Rouser, he's not the biggest dude.
No, he's not. People saw a video of him and they thought he was huge.
But he plays massive.
Yeah.
Because he's got that dog in him.
He does got that dog in him.
So I'm still going to stick with fact because I think that the difference between Mississippi State and Wyoming will be big time. I think that that's something ASU is going to have to adjust to. They're going to have to, play against. And quite frankly, they're going to take some hits, right? Sam was in here earlier, said, I haven't really been hit in a really long time.
Slide, buddy.
Right? It's going to be different getting hit by Wyoming than it is Mississippi State.
Slide, Sam.
Now you'll see.
I'm going to tell him again before he leaves.
Slide.
Yeah.
Just grab him. If he walks out, we're still on the show.
Should we just slide?
Slide.
Be like, hey, that's how you do it.
Yeah, we'll be up there screaming from the press box. Slide.
I was like in my head.
You
watching
were.
it. I was
You
like,
were.
dude,
You were.
slide, please.
Especially against a team this big. Like again, this big in the sense of like bigger than last week, right? And this is a stepping stone. This is the perfect week 2 opponent. The same way Wyoming was the perfect week 1 opponent. There's a step up in talent, a step up in quarterback play, a step up in size. But not a step up in the fact that means ASU should not win this game. And I won't get to my prediction yet, but should not win this game. Like, they should win this game.
They should win this
They're
game.
favored by a touchdown. The whole world is kind of expecting them to win.
Whole world, huh?
Yeah, whole world. Everybody.
It's a whole new
Okay, next.
Sorry, guys. I had a long night.
Can
I'm
we
still paying
mute
for
him?
it. I'm still paying for it. Guys, that is Fact or Cap. Again, brought to you guys by our lovely friends. Our lovely friends over at Branded Bills. Literally the best hats.
Dude, this
Literally
is
the best hats.
so comfortable. Like,
You look good.
I'm
You
a
look
big
good.
hat guy.
You
It
look
goes
good.
with the fit, too. I was very excited when I got this hat. I was like, it goes with the fit.
No, you got a nice fit today.
Yeah, thank you. I think it could have been better. My pants are not on screen. I wanted to rock some shorts today, but they were all
Yeah,
dirty.
the pants
Yeah.
do throw it off.
They
a
were
tad.
they were dirty.
This
and-
gives me big Ted Lasso energy.
does it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I've never seen that show, but I hear it's
I
good.
don't know why this would give you Ted Lasso energy.
It just kind of does. You kind of look like Ted Lasso today.
sure.
Just give you a stash and we're ready to rock.
Leave a like for Erik's fit.
There you go.
Things never said before in human history.
Things you love to see. Look, we are going to get to our predictions here in just a bit. But before we get to our predictions, we got to figure out a couple guys that need to go out there and have some big time games for Arizona State to start the season 2-0. Doesn't that sound sweet? Sun Devils 2-0. My goodness,
Please.
that sounds great. It is time for Heat Index, where if you're new here, we're going to give you 3 players that need to go out there and be difference makers for Arizona State to come out on top. So let's go ahead, get to our first player on Heat Index. And of course, it is linebacker Keyshawn Elliott. Keyshawn Elliott was flying all over the field in week 1. He had himself, obviously, an INT on the second defensive possession of the game. And we talked to Erik a little bit yesterday, just in terms of what Mississippi State likes to do offensively. They'll spread you out, a lot of RPO action. If they like the look, they'll hand it off. There's going to be a lot of pressure on these linebackers to read the play, to not only get in position, but to also be wary of Blake Shape and Mississippi State's quarterback, his ability to take off. Keyshawn Elliott needs to have a big game for Arizona State.
He needs to be the leader of that group, but that entire group needs to step up. But he's Keyshawn Elliott. He is somebody who many are saying, including myself, best player on the defense.
Yeah.
And he needs to play like it. This is a team that they really took advantage of Eastern Kentucky in the fact that Eastern Kentucky sucks. And no, I'm serious. They just ran go routes. They ran 4 verts until they fell asleep, and then they bombed it downfield. Right? Like you
4 verts until they fell asleep.
No, I'm serious.
I know.
That's literally what they did. There was multiple touchdowns where Kevin Coleman just ran in a straight line. So, and Zach says in the chat, Elliott looks like a Sunday player. Yeah, and he should play like one every single Saturday until he gets there, right? Yeah. He should be on Heat Index every week because he can be a massive difference maker along with a lot of other players, but he can be an absolute massive difference maker for this team, and he needs to be good week in, week out.
Yeah, no, absolutely, right? This Arizona State defense was just a master class last week, and they need to do a lot of the same. I think there's a lot of people expecting them to do that. But let's go ahead. Let's get to our second player who is on the offensive side of the ball, and that is wide receiver Jordan Tyson. Jordan Tyson, I believe, hauled in 4 catches in Arizona State's Week 1 win over Wyoming. But overall, it wasn't a absolute feast by Jordan Tyson in the aerial attack. Less than 100 receiving yards overall. He touched the ball again, I believe, about 4 times. I think Jordan Tyson against a team in Mississippi State that does have some SEC size, right, which we already discussed. I think Jordan Tyson is going to be the guy for Arizona State offensively. I'm looking for him to have 7-8 catches. Let's go get 80 yards in your first tutty of the season. I think that's what we need to see from Jordan Tyson. That's going to take a little bit of pressure off of the run game, which I think would be massive for Cam Scadaboo, DeCarlos Brooks, whoever's in the backfield.
Yeah. Listen, the offense was very spread out in week 1. Lots of different guys getting touches. And obviously, Jordan Tyson was open on a couple, was overthrown on a couple, and also dropped 1 or 2 as well. But he had some really nice grabs.
He did.
He had some really nice plays. And I do feel like when you start playing a better defense, again, not a great defense, but a better defense than Wyoming, you're probably going to have to start looking for your number 1 guy a little bit more.
Yeah.
You have that luxury of not really relying on that security blanket or that safety net when everybody is open and everybody is eating. But if a couple guys get taken away, you need to rely on who is, presumably your wide receiver 1. And I think it can change from game to game, but I think it's pretty safe to say that Jordan Tyson's the easiest bet for that. So good pick.
Good pick.
It's a good pick.
You ready for the full clean sweep? We got strike 1, strike 2. You ready to be out of here?
Sure.
Javen Robinson.
I'm out.
Javen Robinson, one of the starting corners for Arizona State. Again, if you were watching or listening to the PHNX Sun Devils show yesterday, then we, again, kind of broke down how the Mississippi State offense likes to function. You mentioned earlier, right? They were just spamming 4 verts. Eventually, DBs got caught looking in the backfield, and
fell asleep.
All Coleman needs is a step, and he's gone. Right,
dude, he's good.
He's good.
I watch more from him.
He's a dog. So Javen Robinson, Keith Abney also figures to be in this mix as well. Arizona State's defensive backs as a unit, as a whole, just don't get caught looking in the backfield because this is what they like to do. They absolutely love to show you one thing, do another, and their offense is built off of reaction. If you give them a step, they will take a step. If you don't, they've got something else that they'll run it, right?
Yeah.
They'll run it in a box that's not loaded, that's not crowded, and they're going to make your linebackers work. But what this team can't do is allow Kevin Coleman to get behind them because he's gone. Once he's got a step, you're not catching him. He is that fast and he is that good. So Javen Robinson, Keith Abney, those guys I would say are the last members of the Heat Index.
I think it's a great pick. I'm out. Listen, you want to know another key to the game this Saturday? Hey, after this season, Kevin Coleman still has a year of eligibility left.
Go get him.
Bring him home. I mean, he's from Missouri, but bring him home. This is home, Kevin. Okay,
Kevin.
Make Kevin feel at home.
Yeah, guys.
Don't root for him, but if he has a good game and we still beat them, just tell him he did a good job and how well he played at the in Tempe, and just bring him home.
Bring him home.
Bring him home. I need Kevin Coleman on this team like I need air to breathe.
That badly, huh?
That badly. You know who I don't need?
What don't you
Blake
need?
Shapen.
You don't need Blake Shapen?
Get out of here.
I mean...
Get out of here. I got QB1 already.
Yeah,
But-
guys, if you are just now tuning in, we did have QB1 Sam Leavitt off the top of the show. So definitely be sure to check out the first 10 to 12 minutes of the show. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, drop a 5-star review. We still got our predictions we're going to get into. I would love everybody in the chat to drop your predictions as well. What do you think the final outcome of the game is? We've also got Hot or Not at the tail end of this show. But first, Erik.
Oh, yeah, man. Listen, you can predict a game. You don't know what's really going to happen, but I can tell you something for sure. And that is that our friends over at Neutral are keeping it tasty in Tempe. It's a public service announcement for all seltzer lovers. Tune in right here, right now. Neutral Vodka Seltzer has arrived.
They're so tasty.
It tastes so good. Like, really good. And not like artificial good. Like when you were like, obviously you're not going to drink this when you're this young, but like when you're like 12 or something, and it's like this artificial sugar and taste. It's like, I love this.
I'm going to be honest. It's Thursday.
Yeah.
I may have had several neutrals
last night.
I may have had several neutrals last night.
You don't usually wear the sunglasses off.
They
of
were
the show.
so good though. Like
They were
it's the seltzer that you can't just have one.
No. You know, they have so many different flavors: pineapple, watermelon, black cherry, orange, which I'm thrilled to be trying because I've not had the orange one yet. And it is natural. Like it's not, it's just simple ingredients. It's vodka, seltzer, and real juice. It's not weird combinations of all this other
Things
stuff
that you can't pronounce.
And they keep it tasty, right? And nothing goes better with college football than Neutral. So enjoy responsibly. It's 2024 Anheuser-Busch copyright Neutral's flavored vodka and carbonation from St. Louis, Missouri. Listen, Neutral, I need you to hook me up with Kevin Coleman, all right? From the same place.
There you go. Look, if you're making a trip to Missouri, then you might need to stop at Circle K. Get yourself all filled up on gas. Make sure you've got your snacks as well. Circle K, they have it all. Where do you think I got this lovely sports drink
Circle
from?
K.
Where do you think I got my gas from the other day?
Circle K.
Where do you think I got this happy smile from the other day?
Circle K.
They have it all, guys. They've also got a free membership program called Inner Circle. It's going to help you save money every single day. Save 25 cents per gallon on your first 5 fill-ups. And then every day after that, you guys can save 3 cents per gallon as well. There's plenty of other member exclusive deals and discounts. Again, they've got snacks to fit every need. Spicy, savory, sweet, salty, hot, cold. They've got it all.
Everything.
They've got it all. They've got sour. They've got it all. So many of the descriptive words start with S. I just noticed that. Join Inner Circle for free by downloading the Circle K app today.
It's an topic, dude.
Terms and conditions apply at participating locations. Visit CircleK.com for details. No, for real. Savory, sweet, spicy, salty, sour. Anyway, we got any others here?
Satisfactory.
No, that's like a passing
Salacious.
grade. Salacious? What does that mean?
Like tasty. Not really. I don't
But
know.
it's not really like a flavor. You know what? You
Yeah,
see
I
what I'm
get what
saying
you're
here?
saying.
Like, I think
Can we
you're-
talk about football?
Yeah, I mean, we could talk about football.
Because I'm about to Google flavors that start with S. Okay.
All right, let's go ahead. Let's get into our
This is
predictions.
not the time for this.
Erik Ruby, Mr. Rubis.
Don't hate me.
Don't hate you.
Don't hate me.
Dude, if
I'm not
you...
picking Mississippi State to win.
Okay,
Chill.
okay,
There's
okay.
a lot of people in the chat who are saying Connor 52-20 ASU wins. Steven 34-13 ASU dominates again. My heart says that I am suffering from PTSD. Okay,
Ooh, scrumptious is a good one.
what a combination of words right there.
Well done, Joseph.
I think that this is a game that ASU is up pretty significantly. Mississippi State makes a run at the end, and the final score is, drum roll please, put it up there, Kyle, 31-21. See, I thought you were gonna go a bigger one because a lot of people are picking a blowout, and I think ASU wins this game. I think they're the better team. Rick says 9-3.
I don't know if
Incredible
Arizona
prediction.
State's going to be making 3 field goals at all.
That might have to be
There's
a
a
topic
reason.
for another day.
No, well, look, there's a reason why I did 28-24 as my score prediction. We could throw that back up there because that doesn't involve any field goals for Arizona State. It's just straight up 4 touchdowns, 4 extra points. That's why I did 28. I thought
Still
about
hit
it.
a field goal.
I thought about 31. I don't trust the special teams unit. I didn't going into the season, and based off of what we saw in week 1, I'm still not sold on it. That definitely is a position group that we'd love to see improve. But I think 28-24, they obviously wouldn't cover the 6.5. Short Bus in the chat says, take the under. We win by 17. Fight gets a sack. Scat goes 120 all-purpose yards.
To be fair, SB was on the mark with his week 1 prediction. So.
Was he?
I think it was pretty close.
Do you remember what it was?
He said that we were going to beat the brakes off of Wyoming. That was his prediction. It was like, that's not even close.
They did
ASU's
indeed
so much better.
beat the brakes off of Wyoming.
They did. Gosh, can we just... Please.
Can you just beat him up again?
Please. Could you, like... Hey, some of y'all score predictions. If they come true, I am going to be
52-20.
I'm going to be a menace.
We're going to be tweaking in here with those neutrals.
I'm going to be a menace on this post-game show. If they
Kyle's
win
going to have
by
to produce
30+.
and be a host.
No, Kyle's just going to have to babysit us, okay? And probably keep our mics muted, all right? Because we're going to be going crazy. William Jasper in the chat, 38-27. 35-17 from Cade. I want them to come out and dominate. If they can dominate start to finish like week 1, where I can sit back and just be like enjoying it all and not in my like constant anxious state.
Yeah.
I'm going to be such a happy guy.
That's fair. I love it when he's a happy guy. He's not often a happy guy.
I'm a massive cloud and array of sunshine.
Yeah.
Okay?
It's like working with Eeyore every day.
Hey guys. No, if ASU wins, man.
It's actually a really good
not if
Eeyore.
ASU. When ASU wins.
There it is. Yeah.
But if ASU dominates like they did against Wyoming again, I might do a backflip on air.
Ooh.
I'm not going to do that. I can't do a backflip.
You can try.
I can do something
you
cool.
Can try.
I can do some pretty cool
you can
stuff.
Try.
No. I can. You know those things where you lay on the ground and then you kick up?
Yeah.
I can do that.
Well, it's not as cool as
I could do a front handspring.
Will you do a backflip off of a chair?
No.
Why?
No.
But
more
why?
room for me to fall and break my neck, dude.
I mean, there's negative Nancy over here, man. Like,
I broke my arm falling off of a couch. I broke my leg falling off of a staircase. I'm not going to do a backflip.
What if you landed?
Then that would be elite.
That'd be pretty cool.
I'll tell you what. For our 24-hour stream when ASU is the best team in the Big 12, I will train for that stream to do a backflip. I think I could do one. I think I just have to get over the mental side of it. I have a video of me from like 8-9 years ago, flat foot on like a small trampoline at a gymnastics studio, so not one of the big bouncy ones, flat foot doing a backflip. So I feel like if I put my mind to it, I could do it.
Yeah, PHNX Sports, you heard it here. Erik is in the backflip.
What am I doing to myself?
Rick in the chat, if y'all win by 14+, then y'all be in La La Land and talking about bowl predictions. I think if we win,
it's not La La Land,
I don't think it's La La Land. I think after what we saw week 1, discussing bowl games isn't crazy in and of itself. That's still my favorite leave a like that we have.
Yes, the La La Land one.
I need to watch that movie.
You haven't watched it?
I haven't seen that movie. Is it a good movie?
Good movie.
Good movie.
No.
Kyle has confirmed it's a good movie.
That doesn't strike me as a movie that you like. I want to know what was
is actually shocking.
What was the scenario to where you found yourself watching La La Land?
I don't like musicals, but I mean Ryan Gosling.
Yeah. Was this
Kyle,
a solo movie?
You.
Solo?
Like you were watching La La Land by yourself?
It was solo, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I love you, Kyle.
It's a good solo movie, though,
Yeah.
surprisingly.
Did you find yourself just like
jamming along? Yeah. I did.
Love that for you. That was awesome. Absolutely awesome. Kate in the chat, if ASU is down on Saturday and wins by 21+, I'll get the PHNX Sun Devils Sparky tattoo.
Clip it.
Okay.
Clip it.
Cade, I'm going to tell you right now.
Clip it.
If they win by 21+ and you get the PHNX Sun Devils Sparky tattooed, we're going to get you to do it in here. We're going to get the tattoo done in here.
We've done
We'll find a way to do it. But yeah, if are you being serious?
Dude,
I need to know if you're being serious.
You need to follow up right now and let us know if you're being serious because we will hold you to it.
Yeah, we absolutely will.
And if you say you're serious and you don't do it, every single time you're in this chat, we are going to harass you until you do it.
You.
Boo. You need to, because if
also
that's
ASU
true,
has to win by 21+ for this to actually
duh. But I'll go out there,
dude.
I'll go out there and kick.
Okay.
Hey, do you think?
No.
Do you think?
No.
Do you think there's a chance?
No.
If I land a bat, he says he swears.
Short Bus says he'll do the tattoo too.
Double tattoos?
All right, are we getting you both in here? We're getting you both in here to do the PHNX Sun Devils Sparky tattoo.
Short Bus says they're going to win by 17. It's not even that much off of his prediction.
Short Bus, you're in the Discord. You message me. Cade, message me on Twitter. And we're going to figure this whole thing out. I love it. Absolutely. That's awesome.
Dude.
That's so sick.
Dude.
All right, go Devils, huh?
Peace.
Bye. Let's go ahead. It is our last show before game day. So again, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, drop a 5-star review. Guys, we will be live post-game right here. Win, lose, or draw. We'll be here throwing a party or we'll be doing therapy. Regardless, come hang out. Make sure, again, you're subscribed to the PHNX Sports YouTube channel. We have a lot of fun on those post-game shows, especially if they win. We got a bunch of people in the chat. I'm sure some of you were a part of that post-game show, and it was a ton of fun. I know Sharon was. I know Shortbus was. I know BC was. It's a blast.
A lot of new faces in there as well, just building this community. And again, if you're jumping in right now and you're asking which one of these guys is Sam Leavitt, the answer is neither of us. But if you missed QB1, he was on at the beginning of the show. So make sure you go and check that out. But just as electric, is hot or not?
Hot or not is electric. So is it time?
I think it is.
Kyle, it's time for Hot or Not, buddy. And you were in the office earlier just talking about how the hardest part of your job is coming up with some of these topics.
It is.
Yeah. So I'm interested to see what you've come up with today.
We've
Look
come
at
up with
Kyle on
some
the
good
screen.
ones.
I know. We just...
Hi, Kyle.
Welcome, Kyle.
I appeared. The babysitter's here.
That's a great nickname.
The babysitter.
Kyle.
Babysitter.
Now fighting out of the red corner. Kyle, the babysitter Cooper.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, Kate in the chat, don't worry. If the Devils show up and do what I promised, I'll get the tattoo in studio.
I love it.
That's a
That's
bet.
awesome.
That's hot.
That's a bet. That is hot. That is absolutely hot.
Yeah.
What's our first topic, babysitter?
First topic, eating in your bed. Hot or not?
Okay. It is hot. There are some caveats. No bars that crumble. Okay. You have to
Don't
be,
say the brand.
I'm not.
But you know what brand we're talking about.
Why do you think I just said it like that?
You know what brand we're talking about.
Everybody knows.
You open it
exactly
and it's
what I'm
literally
talking
just
about.
crumbs everywhere.
Like certain foods. Okay, certain foods is a no, but overall eating in your bed is hot. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah, it's hot. No, it's hot for sure. Like I don't
Sharon
think
says
it's
not.
There's not much more to it. It's hot as hell. It's pretty simple. Also, short bus, no Totri. I'm gonna be the one doing Kate's tattoo. Message
Electric.
me. Just message me. All of you
Electric.
tattooers, message me. It's hot. What do you think, Kyle?
Yeah, it's hot.
Yeah, it's hot.
Okay.
What do you
Did
got?
something spark this? Like, I'm so curious as to where you get your hot or nots.
I just sit there and they just
Think.
come to me. I did have some help today.
Like a light bulb?
I will say. So for number 2, hot or not, seltzers on a weekday.
Hot.
This man.
If it's neutral,
This
it's hot.
man. Look, man.
Might be targeted.
This is definitely targeted. I spent yesterday evening, I'm packing up my apartment, and I had several seltzers. And today was a struggle to get up. I'll leave it at that. But I'll say if it's the right occasion, it's hot. It's hot.
This is the easiest answer in my whole life.
Hot.
Neutral on a weekday?
It's hot.
That's hot.
It's hot as hell.
I'm not neutral on that.
Dude,
Yeah,
that was so bad.
that was really bad.
It was so bad.
hot.
What do you think, Kyle?
How many weekdays in a row?
Oh,
Is it
depends on the
hot?
vibes.
Two.
Depends on the vibes.
Two for sure.
2 max. Yeah, I think it's hot.
Okay, I'm here
Yeah.
for you. Any more than 2, then you have a problem.
Yeah, two.
Occasionally.
Two could get interesting. Again, it depends on the vibes. Like, are you out like on vacation? Because then 2 days in a row is off the table. Okay, weekday seltzers is on the table every day. If you're out just ripping it, right? But if you're like going to work and stuff,
Again, this feels so targeted toward me.
it,
I
it
got silly last night, guys. I got borderline goofy. Okay, that's I'll leave it at that.
silly but not goofy. You
No,
were,
no,
you
no,
were
no.
straddling the line.
I
between
was
silly and goofy.
I was towing that line.
Okay, something crazy. I assume that Cade maybe had some other tattoos or whatever, maybe like a whole sleeve. Maybe he had the Totri
Sure,
special.
Buzz wants to do the tattooing.
He really wants to do it. Cade says he hasn't had a tattoo yet.
Well,
This would be his first tattoo.
this is a perfect tattoo.
I mean, listen, and there are definitely worse tattoos you could get. That's for sure.
And that's the best thing you could possibly do. It's the best thing you could possibly do. Dallas in the chat. I was behind on the stream. Eating in your bed is only hot
when you have a broken leg and can't go anywhere.
Tell me about it.
No, Cade, he is not a legit tattoo artist.
Wait, no, you got to say yeah. Yeah, dude. He has total control.
Oh, goodness. We'll figure it out.
He says, I sure am.
I love it. I love this chat so much. You guys are awesome.
You guys are fantastic.
What is our final hot or not?
Last hot or not, getting a little international with this one.
Ooh.
Sparkling water. Hot or not. Wow. Pretty popular.
My heartstrings are being pulled in different directions.
I love a good fizzy drink.
You're big on bubbles.
I love bubbles. Clip that.
Yeah, this is the bubbler.
God.
New nickname just
You know
dropped.
what? Honestly,
bubbler.
not as bad as dog.
How about
legs.
Bubble Boy Ruby?
That's worse.
Bubble Boy Ruby.
Not hot.
That's the one.
Not hot.
Seltzer waters?
The reason why I'm going to say not hot, unless there's some tequila, it's hot because tequila soda. Yeah. That's
you literally walked yourself.
Yeah.
From cold to hot.
I was going to say cold because I don't casually drink the sparkling water. I do like fizzy drinks, but that to me shows more that sparkling water just it's hit or miss, and more times it's missed. Certain brands are better in case everyone
Fizzy, fuzzy, big and buzzy.
Fizzy, fuzzy, big and buzzy. It's kind of
Say
a bar.
that 3 times fast.
You want me to?
Yeah.
Okay, can you scroll so I can read it, Kyle? Make sure it doesn't go off the screen. Okay, this is a chat from Sharon. Fizzy, fuzzy, big and buzzy. Fizzy, fuzzy, big and buzzy. Fizzy, fuzzy, big and buzzy. Go get it. Yeah, that's right.
Wow. That's some
I'm
impressive
impressed.
work. That's some awesome
was
stuff
nice.
here. That's why we pay you the big bucks, Ruber.
Is that why?
Yeah, Ruber.
Oh, we have another tattoo.
You got
Dallas says he hasn't had a tattoo yet either. If ASU gets 8 wins, he'll get the PHNX Sparky tattoo. Aim high Devils. That's the thing. They're not just getting Sparky. They're getting our logo.
Yeah, this is awesome.
This is what
awesome.
happens when there's hope in Tempe.
I'm here for it.
This is insane.
It's insanity.
Also, Short Bus roasting the hell out of me. Says Erik takes bubble baths with a rubber ducky.
Rubber Ducky Ruby? Oh my gosh! We've got the best nickname of all. Oh my goodness. Rubber Ducky Ruby. Wow.
Somebody screenshot this.
And the babysitter. That's awesome. That's so awesome. Sparkling water is not hot. It's mid in all facets. It's just not good.
Wait, like Ernie from Bert and Ernie? William says Erik is Ernie in human form.
Yeah, it's got to be. Does that make me Bert?
Yo.
Short Bus. If ASU wins the Super Bowl, get the PHNX Sparky on my face.
What makes me Ernie?
He has
Is
a
it just
rubber
'cause I'm
ducky.
tall?
No. Ernie's
Oh,
the
he's
one.
a rubber ducky?
Yeah, he's a rubber ducky.
Oh, okay. Or is Bert the tall one? No, Bert's the tall one.
Bert's the
You're
tall
definitely
one.
not Bert.
You're so funny. You're so funny.
Give me another nickname. See how many
so
more
funny.
short jokes come your way, bud.
Okay, Rubber Ducky Ruby. Whatever you say, man.
Honestly, it's still better than dog legs. It's still better than dog legs.
All right, guys, that is gonna do it.
What a show.
What an awesome time,
You
huh?
start with Sam Leavitt, QB1.
And we get to Rubber Duckies.
That's just that is a classic.
It's the only podcast that covers Arizona State that does it like this. Leave a like, drop a 5-star review, and we will see you guys for a post-game show on Saturday. Be locked in. If you enjoyed the content, give us a follow at PHNX_Sun Devils. You can follow me at Anthony_Totri. You can follow Rubber Duck Ruby here at Erik Ruby. That is Erik with a K.
Quacking as always.
You can follow the babysitter himself at K Coop Sports. We will see you guys Saturday. In the meantime, go Devils and peace.
We all silly like the mayor.